Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Witticism. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Mary, and here's what's happening around the globe. Custom officials in Chile discovered ecstasy pills in the shape of Despicable Me minions, proving once again that those jaundiced, bug-eyed, walking, talking dildos are everywhere. Next week, we'll report on the custom-made minion oxygen tanks, home pregnancy tests, and genetically engineered minion Pekingese.
Trump supporters are even worse than you thought. There's a new trend going on where they are referring to Trump as Dad. Apparently it's a sign of endearment, but it's really just an insult to all fathers everywhere. Sorry, Donald Trump. The closest you'll ever get to being my dad is by adding an E, because you can't spell dead without dad.
The population of Brazil is working to fight a virus known as Zika, which has been linked to birth defects. The virus is typically spread by mosquitoes, so scientists are planning to zap millions of male mosquitoes with gamma rays to make them sterile because radioactive mosquitoes are exactly what the world needs right now. They plan to breed these males and release their horny gamma ray into the wild where they will mate with females, which will lead them to lay eggs that produce no offspring and reduce the population. Wait. It was that easy? All these years, the sleepless summer nights spent lying awake, itching and burning, the mass amounts of money spent every year on bug spray and hydrocortisone, the multiple trips to the emergency room for welts the size of Texas. What have you scientists been doing with your time? You're flying cars and seedless watermelons when beauty has been lying right in front of us this whole time under our noses? Why? Why? I need a moment.
A decision to ban Canadian citizens from being future contestants on TV's Jeopardy quiz show is causing a range of reactions in Canada, particularly among those who note that show host Alex Trebek has dual citizenship in the US and Canada. Said Trebek, "What is all this about?"
In Thailand, 3 Russian tourists were arrested after staging a zombie apocalypse in a local restaurant. The customers sat at 3 separate tables and had one of them change, get up, and bite the other 2. The most suspected plan of these 3 pranksters was to make off with accessories left behind by the fleeing patrons. However, they hadn't planned for what would happen if the employees chose to fight back with restaurant chairs. As brave as these workers were for taking action, this really shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone who has actually worked in the food service industry or customer service in general. These people are societal veterans of humanity's worst, and if the apocalypse ever does happen, this reporter's heading for the Waffle House nearest her.
A Hamilton teen has been charged after assaulting a man with his breakfast of bacon and eggs. Police said in a release that the witnesses reported that the 19-year-old was sitting with a group of people at the restaurant when he became agitated with a man at his table. He then picked up his breakfast in his hands and struck a 29-year-old man in the face with his bacon and eggs. It just goes to show that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and when not eaten, it becomes the most dangerous meal of the day.
A new law in India is working to ban cell phones from all women under 18 and women that are unwed. Officials from India claim that cell phones cause women to behave in unethical situations and are also a cause for distraction to studies, which is kind of good news because at least they finally allow women to receive an education.
A woman learning to drive accidentally ran over and killed her 3-year-old son while driving into a parking space. Mrs. Turner had told the police, "My foot slipped and it jolted suddenly forward," continuing to say that it was odd that the same story is of her son's conception. It goes without saying that this does not bode well for the women's rights movement.
After a drunken night with his buddies, a man in England decided to legally change his name to Bacon Double Cheeseburger because apparently morbid obesity and type 2 diabetes were already taken.
You're a wizard, Marco Rubio. Yes, you heard me, supporters of Marco Rubio. One of the Republican candidates is being compared to Harry Potter by his supporters. He is here to save us all with his conservative policies. He's keeping America safe from the Dark Lord Donald Trump. And yeah, you heard me, Donald Trump. Though Trump may be the Dark Lord, we don't have any proof that Rubio and Trump are connected by the soul. And hey, where's his scar? Nice try. All I know is if there's the Horcrux, hopefully it will destroy them both and we can continue to live in peace.
Naked and afraid? More like naked and dangerous. Ayanna Sedianos was taken into custody after bashing a cop car window in, completely naked. That's right, folks, the full Monty. Now this all started during a fight at a gentleman's club. I know, we're shocked too. Apparently the woman got so mad that the cops were called and she started to strip, no pun intended, because nothing says F the police like your bear or hiney kicking in their window. That's a story to tell the grandkids.
There's a new dating site for those people that are feeling the burn, and not the burn that usually sends you to the doctor. There's a new dating website specifically for people who are voting for Bernie Sanders called BernieSingles.com. If only we can get them their own version of Facebook and Twitter so they can stop clogging our news feeds with Bernie articles, we would be set.
Thanks, guys. I'm Mary.
And I'm Tyler. And stay tuned for our new segment, Criticism from Witticism. You stay beautiful, Indiana.
Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Mary, and welcome to a new segment called Criticism from Witticism Oscars Edition. As we all know, the Academy Awards was just last week, so we're going to be discussing some of the hits and misses of the red carpet. I am joined by our crew member, Cassie, and fellow fashionistas, Regan Craney and Sierra Teleski.
Carney.
Okay. Well, are you guys ready? You guys watched the Oscars and everything?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right. So we're just going to jump right in here. This is Charlize Theron. We're going to start with her because her movie Mad Max won 6 Oscars, so I think that she deserves the starting point. She's wearing a nice tight dress with a nice slit down the middle. Personally, I dig the look. I like her short hair. She went bald for Mad Max, so she obviously grew it back pretty quickly. What do you think?
I am in love with this dress. I feel like the low plunge lines are really like coming in. Like there's so many shirts I see like that. So I'm not surprised that like there's a bunch of dresses that look like that, and the red color just looks fantastic on her.
Yeah.
So she looks very classy too.
Yeah.
With classy without like, but it's like still being sexy.
Yeah, classy and sexy.
Like that balance, I think she pulled it off really well. So I really like
definitely.
it. It's one of my favorites.
So what do you think?
I love this Dior gown personally. I love how it fits her body. The one thing I'm not obsessed with is the pendant necklace. It's super long, it's kind of cheesy. I can't really tell what's happening there. But other than that, I think that her facial features are tiny and like more defined enough to pull off that hair for sure.
Yeah, I actually, the necklace kind of reminds me of something that she bought at like Forever 21
Yeah,
or something.
agreed.
So it definitely like throws off the nice
She could have definitely done without it.
Yeah. Would you agree with that, Sierra?
Yeah, she definitely got that necklace from the 5 for 10 at Claire's. And, I just have to say that if you can cut all your hair off like that and still look beautiful, you are a beautiful woman.
Yes.
And I'm in love with the red dress. She definitely pulled off this look amazingly, but we need to rip that necklace off of her head.
Definitely. All right. So that's an A+ for her. Okay, so this is Rooney Mara. Personally, this is one of my favorite looks of the night. I'll go without the man bun though. I'm not really digging that. But this dress, I heard somewhere along the lines that it took 18 hours to stitch, and it's like handmade lace, and I loved it. But what do you guys think?
I personally love this. This is Givenchy actually, and Ricardo's one of my favorite designers. This is like straight off the runway. I know that it comes in black also. I think this is perfect for her. It's very romantic. At the same time, it can be like a little goth with the lipstick, maybe a little darker. But actually her hair is not in a man bun. It's like half up, slicked back, and then there's 3 buns in the back of her head.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's very romantic though, I love that.
I am a fan of the dress, but I personally think it washes her out a little bit. She looks very pale, but she's still beautiful, don't get me wrong. I just feel like the dress should be against tanner skin, but I love the lace and I love the little cutout in the abdominal section. Very cute dress. I like the way it hits the floor too.
Now that you said this was in black, I think I would have preferred it in black. Especially with the red lipstick, she could have kept everything the same, just put the black dress on. I think she would have popped.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because I definitely think the color definitely washes her out.
And her makeup looks great. It's very like vampire-esque.
Yes.
And I think with the black dress, it would have just all
Been a lot
went
more
together.
fitting.
I would love that dress in black.
Yeah.
Give me that dress in black.
She's definitely known for her crazy hairstyles also on the red carpet.
Yeah. Next, we're gonna go to Heidi Klum. She is known for her outrageous outfits on the runway. Right here, we have her outfit from last year's Emmys, where she kind of looked like Big Bird a little bit. People were comparing her to that. I don't know. I don't really agree, but it kind of reminds me. Like, I don't really dig the big flower look. I don't know. What do you guys agree?
I feel like her favorite holiday must be Easter. It looks like she's ready to go visit her family for Easter dinner in both outfits. I like the color of both of them, but I'm not a big fan of either dresses, to be honest.
I think she can do better.
Yeah.
She definitely can do better.
Like,
I mean, she's a supermodel. She's on the
exactly.
fashion runway, right?
And she does take a lot of chances because, like, I don't know if you guys know from like Halloween, she goes
Right.
Oh, yeah.
hard at
Oh, wow.
Halloween.
She's known
So,
for her
yeah.
costumes.
So I feel like maybe that in her personality contributes to picking dresses like this and have like having those statements. But I don't know. I just don't think they're as flattering for like as Heidi Klum can do.
I like the midsection though. I like that cutout. I
Very
just wish
different.
the sleeve wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm like very iffy about the one shoulder, but obviously she looks drop dead gorgeous in anything she wears. But this is very springtime to me.
Yeah, not appropriate for the Oscars. Well, let's move on to Cate Blanchett. In a weird way, she kind of reminds me of Heidi's dress because she's got the springy colors and the flowers going on everywhere. She looks beautiful. I just can't decide if I like it or not.
I hate it. I hate it. I don't like the color. And the color plus all the like glued on flower looking things is just a lot for me. And I think she's stunning. And she's so talented. So like I hate saying these things because she's so talented, but I just really don't like it. Like it just doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Compared to the last dress we saw on Heidi Klum, I think this is a lot better. It's more, the color is very iffy for me. It's not for me, but if you were gonna rock out with this color, it looks good on her. She's obviously beautiful and her glam is perfect for this outfit. But what makes it a more wintry is that the flower details are actually made out of feathers. So that gives a little more winter vibe.
Wow, nice.
Well, she doesn't have a necklace on with the deep V, so she's doing good here. I feel like the only places the flowers should be are actually on her shoulders. I like them there, but I don't like them throughout the dress. It just looks like they were just picked up from a garden and thrown on her.
Yeah.
But I like her long earrings a lot with the dress. I think it looks very elegant. She does look very elegant and very pretty. But I think she could have done a little bit better, but the color fits her well.
Right. I agree. Next, we love her, but we hate her dress. What is going on here? Is she wearing like a kimono with short sleeves with like a superhero cape? Like I don't really know what's going on. Can you explain to me? Like, do you like this or no?
She looks very frumpy. I think that her pose right here is trying to make it a little bit better, but it's looking like a short sleeve kimono with like a cape. I think I would like this a lot better without any of that detail. It's very Asian persuasion.
Yeah, it's not very Asian.
If it was more like form fitted with the cape, you can lose the kimono, but her hair and glam definitely looks good.
Is her hair tied up with chopsticks?
Probably.
It'd be suiting. It would suit the entire feel of the outfit.
Yeah, it's like she tried to go boho with like too much Asian persuasion, and it's
Boho
just,
Asians,
yeah.
you think it's coming.
I guess so, but it's not working for you, Amy.
No,
Sorry.
I don't. It's not
very
flattering.
long as well.
Yeah.
I wonder what shoes she has on. I see she dyed her hair.
I don't like it. I like Amy Blonde, I think.
Yeah, I prefer her.
I think it's just a lot going on with the shape of the dress, the colors of the dress, how high and how low it goes. It's just
I can't
Yeah,
say I hate
it
the hair.
hides so much. Yeah.
I can't say I hate the hair. I think you're very bold if you can pull off red.
All right, let's move on to her partner in crime, Tina Fey, versus Reese Witherspoon, Southern Belle. Now, they're basically wearing the same dress, except Reese has got some ruffles on her boobs, but who wore better here?
I would have to say Reese.
Okay.
Just personally, just because I like the detail, I think. And maybe it's just on her, like maybe if that dress was on Tina, I wouldn't like it, but I definitely I just like the hair and I just love Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
So that's probably why.
I agree.
I wish Tina was less matronly. I think that I can't pick a favorite. I think I would like the silhouette on Tina with the ruffle on Reese. Reese looks drop dead gorgeous. It could be a little more snug. The way it fits Tina is like perfect.
Yeah.
Don't like the accessories. I'm not a fan. She's very matronly. She just needs to do something sexy sometimes.
Reese looks drop dead gorgeous. I love how she has no necklace on because it just looks perfect. The dress just stands alone. It's all it needs. It's a very, very gorgeous dress. Tina Fey. It's hilarious though. So I bet when she was standing there posing, she's like, look at me, look at me. She still looks good. The necklace looks kind of blue in my view. It doesn't really match. I'm not digging the necklace. I think she should have just put on a nice pair of earrings. It would have fit a lot better, but I'm gonna have to go with Reese. I think Reese wins this one.
Yeah, I would have to agree. And I love her accessories with it too, and the red lip, kind of like reddish pink. I like that better. So next up we have Kate Winslet. She must have like known that she wasn't going to win an award, because if she did, she probably would have dressed up more than this. Like depending on the way that the light hits her, I feel like she could either be wearing leather or like a can jam bucket or just something. And then with the glasses, the hipster glasses, like is she trying to change her British roots to hipster? I'm not really sure what's going on. Can anyone explain this?
Leonardo, though.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like no matter
there.
what, like, best friends with Leonardo
Yeah, bring it
DiCaprio.
up.
I think I love it. Personally, I really like it. It might just be because it's black, and that's just, I love black, but I think she looks stunning.
Okay.
And if you see the picture of her and Leo together, like, and it's not the full dress, it is just the top, but just her hair and like him, they just look good.
Yeah.
Like, I think the dress looks good to me. But
Okay.
I'd say this is probably on my worst dress list. I love a metallic in the winter, so I see the vibe there. I do wish that the strapless silhouette was like form-fitted all the way down and very like more 90s, because that would make sense, the fabric. The fabric's just very iffy, it looks kind of cheap. The glasses, I don't really have anything to say. I think she was trying to read the teleprompter probably.
I think she saw Kung Fu Panda last night and got those 3D glasses from the movie theater. Honestly, the dress does kind of look like a garbage bag just wrapped around her body, but I do have to say I do like the silhouette of the dress. I like the shape of it. I like how it hits the ground. It's very interesting, but I am not a fan of the fabric either.
And it might look completely different, like in person.
Right.
Yeah,
Definitely,
that's true.
fabrics like that will definitely photograph
Yeah.
differently than how they appear in person. So I'm kind of interested to see how that looks.
Just like on a hanger.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. So Lady Gaga, first of all, she killed the performance.
Correct.
Beautiful, was like in
Amazing.
tears.
I have the goosebumps, she's
But,
awesome.
Yeah, so she is wearing a stunning gown or pantsuit or gown. I guess it's both. I guess we can call it a dual outfit. Do you guys like this look?
Oh yes,
I love it.
big
I
fan.
think it looks really good. And white on Lady Gaga, I feel like she wears white a decent
Yeah.
amount, and it's
Yeah.
just so nice.
Yes.
Like, it's crisp, like it's just so Gaga.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, it doesn't wash her out either.
No,
Yeah.
She looks
yeah,
She's a good
gorgeous.
color.
Tan.
Yes.
The hair looks awesome. Like her dress last year was a black, and I don't know if you guys remember, it was kind of like a padded hip, and it just made her silhouette look awesome. That looks awesome. Like I have nothing to say. Like
Yeah, I
it
feel
grips
like
her waist perfectly. I love a jumpsuit, and just the fact that it's a gown / jumpsuit, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
It could be a little shorter at the pant leg, because it's kind of like when her legs are closed, it looks like a dress. Maybe that's what she was going
Right,
for.
yeah, definitely. But I do like this look. Do you guys miss Lady Gaga's outrageous, crazy looks? Do you
No.
remember those
Can't
looks?
say I do.
With
No.
like the headdresses and everything.
Not at
I
all.
think she's definitely toning it down, but she's still got that like nice, weird vibe. to
Yeah.
her.
Definitely.
And
I think
different.
it's just
Very
no one would
edgy.
wear that.
for
Yes.
sure. And I think it was bold for her to do like a pant, because like the Oscars is like such a glamorous like event. Like that's like what you look forward to the entire year. That's
Right.
the top of the top. So for her to pull out like pants and have it look just as stunning as every single like gown
Yeah.
in there is, I think, is awesome. So
It's very elegant.
Definitely
on
an
her.
A+.
Yep, she pulled it off right. We got to see some baby bumps at the Oscars. We got Emily Blunt and Chrissy Teigen. Fortunately, Anne Hathaway wasn't there, but she did send her love with like a picture of her baby bump and her Oscar that she had won previously. But these ladies are wearing very different dresses that fit their body types. Personally, like, which one do you prefer? Or do you like them both?
Chrissy is she looks stunning. That is one of my favorite dresses, and I think it's hard to shop. I mean, I don't have experience, but I bet it's hard to shop while you're pregnant, because you have
Absolutely.
this beach ball in your midsection, so I bet things don't fit correctly. But it's gorgeous, and it definitely shows off because she's so happy to be pregnant. Like I remember when she announced like she was pregnant,
yeah.
it was huge. So I think it's perfect. I just think she looks lovely.
I'd have to agree. I think Emily Blunt's outfit's like almost like she's hiding her bump. The color is very subtle. It's like a pale pink, pale purple. I just feel like if I were pregnant, I would pull a Chrissy in a tight, like form-fitting. I want all my curves showing. I'm proud of my bump. She could at least like held her tummy in a pregnant way, like just to show it off. I don't know. But Chrissy is just beautiful. I love the hair. It's very subtle, sultry, but then the dress can be like sexy and elegant.
They both are wearing completely opposite dresses. Emily's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna be such a sweet, good mom. And then Chrissy's like, I'm still bad, I'm so hot. And I think she looks awesome. That dress is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I love the way it touches the floor. Look at her face. She's so freaking hot.
And she's also, I feel like she stayed true to like her. Like she's always been like, I mean, she's gorgeous and sexy and like all that, and like even pregnant, like watch out.
Yeah, definitely. I do like that she went with that look. It looks like Emily, like you said, she's hiding it. She's becoming more matronly. Like she's not even a mom yet. You know, you got your time. You can wait a little bit. And just with the spaghetti straps, it kind of looks like 80s prom to me.
Yeah, she could have done so much better.
So I definitely prefer Chrissy's look for sure. Okay, so Olivia Wilde is next. I am not sure how I'm feeling with the ruffles. I mean, her necklace is beautiful, but she kind of looks like she's wearing backpack straps like over her nipples, and I'm just not really a fan. What do you guys? Do you agree?
I think it's a lot of cleavage, like a lot of like front stuff, like I don't know how. It's always amazes me. Like, how do you like move? Like your arms and have that stuff like stay. Like that must be some pretty powerful tape. I should get some because that's insane. It's like at any moment I feel like
they're ready to just pop out of there.
So, but other than that, I really like it. I think it complements it really well. Is that a choker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
love
awesome.
it. Love the choker.
I do like that.
This has to be top 3 for me. This was top 3 for me. It's pleated, so it's elegant and appropriate for the occasion, but if anyone, she can rock this plunge neckline. She's obviously probably taped up, but there's like minimal cleavage compared to what could be, and the choker just is a perfect balance. I wouldn't do anything long.
Yeah, I like that.
I feel like the Oscars is known for lots of boobage and lots of cleavage, and I think she pulled it off well. It does kind of remind me of overalls without a shirt under it, honestly. I think that's what I would look like, except my boobs are a lot smaller, but she is beautiful, and she does look very stunning. I like the white on her, but the neckline is a little different for me, I would have to say.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. That was Criticism with Witticism. Thank you for our panel members for being on the show today. Catch us next week. Hey guys, I've got a couple letters from you this week, and I know you're begging to hear my advice, so let's just get started. Okay. Our first letter comes from Chelsea. Dear Mary, one of my best friends just came out as a lesbian, and I really don't know how to take the news. I can't believe I never saw the signs. I thought all those times that we cuddled during sleepovers was just an innocent friend thing. And now I know that all along she just wanted to get with me. I feel so violated and lied to. I don't even know if I can look at her the same way anymore. What do you think I should do? Thanks, Chelsea. Chelsea, you are being absolutely ridiculous. First of all, let's get things straight. Just because she likes girls doesn't mean she likes you. You're probably not her type. Second off, it must have been really hard for her to come out to you, and for you to react this way means you probably were never really her best friend in the first place. Just because her sexual preference changed, you're really unable to not look at her the same? Get with the times. It's 2016, not 1920. You're gonna meet gay people and you're gonna have gay friends. Get used to it. This next letter comes from Brad in Oklahoma. Dear Mary, a couple weeks ago, a coworker and I were walking out of the office together, and when I went to say goodbye, I realized we were about to start walking in the same direction. So I did what I thought was right by avoiding the potentially humiliating, awkward situation. I turned around and walked the other way. I just kept walking and just kept going. I got on a subway that led me to Fresno, California. I've started a new life here. I've been living in the back of an old beat-up, no-window van with just the suit on my back and satchel on my hip the day of the incident. I can't believe how one awkward run-in has changed my life completely. I miss my family. I don't know how I'll be able to return home at this point. Should I keep living here? Do I go back? Or have I gone too far to the point of no return? Thanks, Brad. Brad, You did the right thing. I don't think you're insane. I think you're human. No person wants to say goodbye and then walk in the same direction. It's humiliating, uncomfortable, sickening even. I'll go as far as saying suicidal. I did that back in 2009 and wanted to throw myself in the middle of traffic, but you didn't. That takes courage. Instead, you started a new life. I say you keep going. Don't ever look back. Just say, hey, what's up, hello? Never goodbye. A haiku by Mary. All right, guys, so let's cut with the letters. The most anticipated week of the year is finally here. Spring break is right around the corner, and I know all of you rich college kids cannot wait to get on the next flight to Miami. Woo! Must be nice. I went on spring break once, but I can't really consider a beaten-down Motel 8 in North Carolina much of a luxury. Well, for IUP students, that's pretty much the only thing we can afford, but we make it work, so don't hate. Anyways, if you're a privileged white kid whose parents still pay for everything down to your socks, then you might want to take some of my advice for your little escapades this week. First things first, pack light. Chances are if you're going to a warm destination with a beach, you'll need very few clothes in the first place, and when you include alcohol, you'll probably be taking them off anyways. So only pack the necessities and avoid bringing your favorite shirt because it will get stolen, ruined, or thrown up on. Make a budget, limit your spendings. Don't blow it all in one sitting. Oh wait, this is your parents' money, I forgot. In that case, go crazy. Don't talk to strangers. Foreigners may seem really sweet because you're vacationing in their homeland, but it's actually just all an act for the trap they set to kill you. Okay, they probably won't kill you, but they'll definitely drug you and leave you stranded to die. And the only thing you'll have left is your Vineyard's Vine shirt. Have you seen the teen horror movies? This is real life, people. But seriously, don't trust the locals. You're a rich, entitled millennial. Trust me, they want the worst for you. Oh dear God, please do not drink the water, especially if you're going to Mexico. Shout out to you, Cassie. Everyone knows their water supply has been contaminated and disgusting since like 2008, but surprisingly, it's not just Mexico. Any foreign country's water supply will probably make you sick because you're not used to the pathogens in the water. So if you want to stay hydrated, drink beer. It contains up to like 90% water or something like that. Now that we've covered the drinking bases, let's talk about food. When going out to eat, play it safe and stick to the basics. Avoid seafood, undercooked meats, and fried enchiladas. You don't want to risk getting food poisoning or runny dumps. Actually, let's play it safer. To maintain your flat iron physique that you've been working on all winter break and into spring semester, you should only eat the garnishes provided in your drinks. The alcohol you'll be consuming is enough calories. So stick to olives, strawberries, lemons, limes, and celeries for those disgusting Bloody Marys. Wear sunscreen, or at least tanning oil with SPF. Just because you've been tanning for a month in preparation does not mean you're invincible to the sun. If you're south of Florida, you're probably going to burn. So rotate your sides and don't fall asleep with your sunglasses and flip-flops on. But if you see someone else fall asleep on the beach with sunglasses and flip-flops on, don't say anything. Remember, other people's pain is funnier than yours. Don't carry large sums of cash on you. I know you probably want to flaunt your $100 bill, y'all, but when someone knows you got racks on racks on racks, they're probably going to steal your money or you're probably going to lose it. One or the other. If you don't have a case on your phone, do it now. I suggest a heavy-duty OtterBox. I know, it might not be frilly and cute, but spending $600 on a new phone isn't frilly and cute either. Your phone will smash at one point or another, and if it's already smashed, put a case on it anyway so it won't break in half this time. Do you know just how many things can go wrong with your phone at the beach? You've got sticky alcohol, sand, sharks, sand sharks, and plenty of other careless drunk people surrounding you. I mean, if your phone breaks, how else are you going to seek validation from others if you can't post on Instagram and Snapchat? Do the right thing. Protect your valuables. And speaking of protection, if you're going to partake in activities that involve bump and nasties, wrap it up, you filthy animals. Okay, guys, well, that's all the advice I have for you. I hope you have a great time on spring break. Good luck, and don't die.